Welcome to Leadership Reality, where I share weekly tips on how you can become a better leader. The more you action these tips, then you are on your way to become a transformational leader. My name is Adekunle Dosunmu. I want to say Happy New Year to you, and thanks for joining me again in this new year. And for all of you that joined me here 2022, thank you as well. So how did you welcome the new year? Now, did you have a party? Did you throw a party? Did you have a toast at midnight? Did you spend it with people of similar faith like I did? One way or the other, I would still say welcome into the new year. But did you reflect on the past year 2022? If you did not do that, this is still time. It's still early days in year 2023. You can reflect. What can you say has gone well for you and what hasn't really gone well for you year 2022? Whatever that hasn't gone well for you, it can go well for you this year 2023. A new year naturally motivates us as human beings to make changes and to try new things. What are the things that you'd like to change this year in your life, in your career, maybe physically, in your finances or business or relationship? And what are the new things that you want to try out? Now, this series on how to live a successful year 2023 will be in two parts. This episode I'll be sharing 5 tips, and these 5 tips, they're quite crucial to you, so that by the end of the year, December 31st, 2023, you will reflect back and you will have seen that, oh, you've really succeeded in quite a lot of things. Like I said, I'll be sharing 5 things. The first is that you need to write the vision down. As I concluded 21 indispensable qualities of a leader last week, it's quite intentional, ending the year 2022, so that will really spur you to see what do I need to do in year 2023. Personally, each year I have 3 goals. And at the end of the year, I look back. Have I really achieved my goals? Of course, the goals, they have to be smart. So you need to write your vision down. When you keep a vision in your mind, it's more or less a dream. But of course, when you just put it on paper, you will be able to look at it, and like I did, and at the end of the year, you can tick your boxes. And secondly, you have to be persistent. You see, persistent people begin their successes where most people quit. Like I said, that if 2022 didn't go well with you, you can still try some things that you think you failed in 2022. Have another go. And I can assure you, all I'm doing on weekly basis, even that I will still continue this year, is to help you. So if you failed last year, is a turning point, is a learning curve for you. You can retry those things, and I can reflect. 2016, I spoke to 2 people. They had, their big visions, big plans, and it wasn't really going well for them, even for months or for years. But like the year ended, and on the 31st of December 2022, I got a message from one of them where he saw himself even years ahead. The guy accomplished that. And I was quite glad to look at that picture 31st of December. You can be like that person that by the time we end this year, December 31st, 2023, you will still be laughing that yes, you've accomplished your vision as well. And the third thing is that you need to control your time. And anybody in this world, young or old, we all have 24 hours in a day. Do you control your time, or do you like that time to control you? You have to be in charge of that, your time. When is your productive time? Whenever that is your productive time, you need to do as much as you can so that you can achieve a lot. And you have to have a plan on how you're going to go about a day. We have only 24 hours, every one of us. How do you want to spend that, your day, your sleeping time, your thinking time, the time you need to act and plan and to, interact with people? It is important. And the fourth thing I'd like to share is that indecision is deadly. You can't afford to sit on the fence. You can't afford to park yourself in the middle of the road, And a miserable person is someone that cannot make decisions. Don't be miserable this year or throughout this year. You need to make up your mind. If you want to go for a new career, go for that new career. If you think it is early days in the year, you need to look after your health or physical fitness, go for it. Don't just enroll in the gym now, because I know lots of people, thousands and millions of people do that. In June this year, will you still be that, persistent, and then will you have made a good decision to say, I need to lose 10 kilo? And if you need to lose 10 kg, do you want to be losing that 100 grams per week? Have a plan, be decisive, and go for it. And the fifth thing I'd like to share is that you don't need to worry on what might not even happen this year. A lot of people in various parts of the world, because of the financial situations, interest rates keep increasing. Are you thinking that, oh, my mortgage might, double? Or are you thinking that my rent might double? Look, that might never even happen, because what we're hoping for is for a better life, better finances, better economy globally. So don't worry that, oh, I might be paying double rent by mid of the year, or my mortgage will double. Don't worry on things that might never come to pass. And that brings me to the end of this episode, and I'll continue next week. And don't forget, I'm looking at this series, How to Live a Successful Year 2023. We have just started the year. Be positive, have a clear vision, go for it, and by the time we end this year, you will come back rejoicing. Until next week, thank you for joining me on this episode. Once again, Happy New Year, and don't forget to make comments. You can share this video with all loved ones on Facebook, on Instagram, and even my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit the notification icon so that you don't miss videos from me. Thank you for joining me this week, and I'll see you next week.